After that, we were pretty much free to keep going until we hit another village. Zero couldn't get to us here, so no shield, and no bullshit. We could finally rest. Well, maybe. We were still broke. And there was a small army of players after us. Apparently Golden Harl was a pretty popular character, and by killing him we were now at the top of everyone's hit list. Fantastic. Squid slept in an alley, and I kept watch, trying to get a plan together. We basically had come to a sort of unspoken agreement. Squid was tired of Zero's shit, and so was I. We wanted him dead and broken. The problem was that 2 low-level characters could do fuck all against the guy. His level was literally listed as an infinity sign. When Squid took watch, I read over the fluff of the setting, looked for something, anything that could help us. I found it in the city of Haven. Haven was the second biggest city in the setting, just barely smaller than Zero's place. It was kind of a big deal though. See, it was home to the Spirit Well. It was a font of power that everyone flocked to. As long as you were in Haven, your spirit points recharged instantly, up to your cap. I didn't have a cap. I still wonder how anybody in their right mind missed this little detail of overflowing spirit. It was just set up so perfectly. Maybe I was being a massive that guy for exploiting this like I did, but I don't really care. Everyone but a few people were complete assholes, and I wanted their little club destroyed. It was petty. It was stupid, and I was probably hurtful to a few people. But Edgardo had a mission, and a guy called Squid was going to help him see it through, if they ever got to Haven in one piece. I swear we were the only 2 people following the traveling rules, because the horde of players chasing us caught up to us a lot quicker than they should have. We had half a day to rest up before we had to hit the road again. I was useless without a buildup of spirit, and Squid could only fend off so many people before he'd die. The only route to Haven was a long, winding road through the mountains, and we'd be ambushed if we tried to set up camp anywhere. It'd take too long, and time wasn't on their side. So Edgardo had a crazy idea. What if we climbed over the mountains? It was basically suicide, as the random events were especially harsh in that terrain. No one would follow us. After all, something might happen to their super special characters. Squid was on board, and he brought up an interesting point. The mods were ignoring us. Everyone was so pissed off at us, but in the grand scheme of things, we hadn't really done anything major. We killed a grand total of 2 characters through sheer luck and broken mechanics. I had basically given their idol Zero a giant middle finger for simply surviving as long as I had. And Zero could only suck so much cock. So we started climbing, making rolls and getting through by the skin of our teeth. Every once in a while a mod would glance over and make shit hard for us, but overall we didn't have that much trouble. That's because trouble was waiting for us on the other side of the mountain. From our perch we got a view of the players coming for us. There was no way we could take them all, and if we waited, they'd just get to Haven and wait for us there. And then there was a guy waiting just underneath us. Golden Harl, back from the dead. They must have fished him out of the canyon and had him rezzed. Or maybe he survived the fall and healed. Who knows? We know he saw us, but he didn't move. He could have just jumped up at any time he wanted and murdered us right then and there. But he didn't. After a while, Squid got tired of waiting. He climbed down, and Edgardo followed to have his back in case things went south. Squid asked him what he wanted. Golden Harl just wanted to talk. Turns out that he had more to the story than we knew about. Golden Harl was in this RP just as long as Zero was, and frankly, he was tired of Zero's shit. Golden Harl earned everything he had, and didn't need to resort to whining to the mods to get what he wanted. When we asked why he tried to kill us, he said that it was either follow Zero's orders, or get his shit shoved in. In a one-on-one fight, Golden Harl just couldn't compete, mainly because Zero could do whatever the fuck he wanted and no one batted an eye. After he killed him, he was basically done. He was satisfied with the ending he got, but instead Zero revived him and sent him to kill us again. Golden Harl had other plans though. Squid was suspicious, but I believed him. I'm still not sure why. Maybe I was desperate, but I told him our plan. Technically I told everyone our plan, and it was in one of the public threads. I'm an idiot. Sue me. Golden Harl said he could get us to Haven. His story was over, and he ceased giving a single fuck about what anyone else said about this. He only had one condition. We had to promise we'd kill Zero and end this once and for all. Edgardo and Squid agreed. This was our only shot, and we weren't about to throw it away. A massive shitstorm erupted from the player base as we joined up with Golden Harl. Zero called him a traitor to everything the RP stood for, and everyone made such a fuss the mods nearly banned the guy. Golden Harl had a bit of sway with the mods too, and he got lucky as shit when they took his side, when he pointed out that he had done nothing wrong. With the mods appeased, that just left the army of players gunning for us. The second we hit the road, they were on us. There was no fucking around anymore, and the travel rules were basically out of the picture. A horde of superpowered loners and misfits charged towards us, flinging fire and lightning and all manner of weapons. All of them were driven by their singular hatred of Edgardo, a guy called Squid, and the traitor Goldenharl. Goldenharl weathered the tide, taking kunai and fireballs, shadow spears, without so much as flinching. Because fuck you, he's Goldenharl. Me and Squid ran behind Goldenharl as he cleared a path, getting us to the other side of the army. And we kept going down the path. Goldenharl stayed behind, covering our escape. To this day, I do not know if he survived or not. I will never forget his bravery. Since everyone else was doing it, we ignored the travel rules ourselves, arriving in Haven near instantly. Zero bitched. Nobody hurt him. There was one last obstacle though, one last player. Kane, the Shadowmancer. This fucking guy. He had a power letting him control Shadow. His interpretation of what this actually did was very, very loose. And since he was in Haven, he could abuse us like nobody's business. As soon as we set foot in the city, Squid and me instantly get paralyzed. We call him on his bullshit. Not sure why. I control the darkness in people's souls. The darkness in everyone's soul. You are mine. Oh, eat a bag of dicks. Squid tells him that's not how it works. Kane isn't listening, because it's his power, and that's how it works, and wah. Meanwhile, I just sit back and ask myself a question. Why can't I hold all this spirit? Spend infinite spirit breaking Kane's hold. Brace for whining. How? You can't resist me. The darkness is in everyone's heart. Okay, it's Edgardo's turn to be cheesy. You were wrong. My soul is a shining beacon filled with a light and burning hope that no shadow can touch. It is a pinpoint of justice, a shining star that will deliver freedom to the universe. I will rule out the darkness, the evil of this land. No shadow will be spared my light. Kane just can't comprehend how he's about to lose. He tries the shadow paralysis thing again. No cell. Infinite spirit. Who the hell do you think you're dealing with? Banzai! Swift uppercut. Battle cry. Unlimited raw spirit punch. Kane gets punched into the sun. Cue shit being lost by absolutely everyone again. Squid is okay. We rest up and figure out our next move. My ultra power only works if I'm in Haven. That doesn't do us a lot of good. Squid finds out that Haven's unlimited spirit effect lingers for a day after we leave. Zero is weeks away in his city. More players are on their way to Haven, and even though I have infinite spirit, I can only use it to punch people. I'll get killed eventually. We're basically stuck, until I notice that we've leveled up. I don't really give a fuck about my stats at this point, but there's a power that really catches my eye. Teleportation. I have exactly enough points to purchase it. Normally I wouldn't have enough spirit to use it, but Haven, so it works. Squid upgraded his fire punch. It was a good way to go. I tell Squid that he can stay behind. This is going to be dangerous, but we might not come back. He tells me that he's with me to the end, that he intends to see this thing through, and that he's got my back, no matter what. In the middle of town square, Edgardo and a guy called Squid share a sweaty, shirtless, muscly, manly hug for all the world to see. It was super homo. Actually, we just had to be touching so I could teleport us both. But shut up. We arrived outside of the city, and the shield was still up. Zero mocked us, saying that he was invincible behind his wall, and that we couldn't do anything. This shield can withstand 1,000 times the force of anything you could possibly throw at it. People just keep forgetting. Raw spirit can't be resisted. By anything. I'll just have to hit it 1,001 times harder! Banzai! I still flinch whenever I remember typing that. So damn cheesy. One more battle cry. Blow infinite spirit. And nothing. Not a damn thing. Zero refused to post in the actual RP after that. I think he had a stroke or something. He posted a plenty in the discussion threads though. Everyone did. The entire community spanned the forums, declaring that I should be banned, flayed, and hung for my shenanigans. The next day when I tried to log in, I found that the forums had been shut down, due to popular opinion. I never saw Squid after that. We had never exchanged emails or anything. I like to think that Edgardo is still frozen in that moment in time, his fist crashing through the shield and connecting with Zero's big, stupid face. And Edgardo was smiling. He won. He and Squid and Goldenharl. They won.